Hey guys, Richard here with CRG Games, and today I've got something that I consider special. This is my first sealed case of Magic the Gathering product. What we've got today is Kaldheim set boosters, actually. And the reason being is because the price, I didn't get these at a crazy price. I got them at $100 a piece. But what we're looking for is actually an uncommon. And there's a couple of mythics that would be neat as well. But what I'm actually looking for is Youthful Valkyrie. Let's get one of these out of here. Now this case is actually bigger than the ones that you would get today. And that's because this is before WotC swapped over to the smaller case design. So these take up quite a bit more room than regular set boxes, actually. Which isn't that big of a problem. It does just, have a little more waste. There's extra cardboard and whatnot in here. But right now, Youthful Valkyrie is running between $11 and $13 a copy, which for technically an in-print uncommon, that's very strong. We're going to zoom in here just a little bit. Make sure our focus is on, and we're good. Goldspan Dragon and Vorinclex are both still rising in price. They're running in the $25 to like $30 range as well. So, actually, real quick, usually when you pull a Stalwart Valkyrie, it didn't happen. Youthful Valkyrie and Stalwart Valkyrie, I find, tend to be right next to each other in these packs. We're going to start off with a World Tree, Glittering Frost, and Undersea Invader. But yes, it's a $13 uncommon. It is not part of the main set, however. So the card number is like 300 something, and I believe that would be one of the commander cards, actually, or like one of the ones from one of the decks. So we got a Cosmos Elixir, Sculptor of Winter, and Vault Robber. Another neat thing from this set is the lands, especially the snow-covered dual lands, actually have a pretty good share of the value from this product. And a lot of times I find that they sell upwards of $1 a piece. Even the basic lands are between 50 cents and $1, so they're really good as well. We want to make sure that we're tallying those up when we, look at our value. And we've got a Nico Eris. Now this pack does have a set card in it. Hopefully it's something good. It is a Mana War. Nothing crazy, but we did also get a foil rare, so that's good as well. I can't quite remember all of the set cards that are included in the list for Kaldheim, but I believe there are some spicy ones, if I remember right. Getting my piles mixed up here. All right, we got our land. I'm thinking that even if we don't get, Goldspan Dragon or Vorinclex, there's still going to be a fair amount of value in the amount of Youthful Valkyries that we get, which hopefully is going to be more than one. Boros Challenger, that is from Guilds of Ravnica. Nothing too spicy there. Wow, there's another list card, 3 in a row. That is more than average, and we've talked about this before. The average is 1 in every 4 packs, so that's 25%. Replicating Ring, I believe, is one of the uncommons that's actually sold quite well, to be honest. A Yavimaya Scion. Good old tree with the face. Unfortunately, about to be cut down. The art cards, they don't have a ton of value, but they do still sell pretty decently. So I would not discount any of those. A lot of white cards in this pack. Got a Tyrite Sanctum, Grim Draugr, and nothing crazy there. Goldspan Dragon is running in the $25 range. We did get a stamp here. That's Redain, God of the Worthy. Snow Basic. Hey, there we go. Goldspan Dragon. We're starting off pretty dang good. That's about a quarter of the box right now, and the price is rising. And that is because there are a lot of dragons in the new Commander set, and a lot of the dragons from previous sets right now are rising in price. Also a foil Realm Walker. That's a good hit. So we've pretty much already pulled about a third of the value that we need to produce a return, a positive return on this box. And any of the foil Snowlands are also going to be a good $1 or so. So we got Halvar, and that's it, just one rare. Of course, set boosters can have up to 4 rares. You can get extended art cards in a set booster. However, I do not believe you can get foil versions of extended art cards. I believe those are reserved only for the collector boosters. It's got a Rally the Ranks and a Berg Strider, not Volt Recluse. Hey, Tech. If you guys remember in my long ramble about investing in old border foils, I have a foil Tech, and it's in the $60 to $90 range. I totally forgot that was on the list, actually. I love that card, especially the foil version of it. What do we got here? We need to get Bergie, so she sells pretty well. But we need to get, of course, a Vornclex still. Sorry, it's a little late. I started today off when I got home, packing up orders. I only had about 20 or so. I actually just recently switched to number 10 envelopes. So traditionally, there's our Goldspan Dragon art card. Traditionally, what I've done is shipped out all of the individual cards that I need to that don't go direct in 6 3/4 inch envelopes, and that's fine. But what happens is, more often than not, if there's more than 4 cards, I have to ship it as non-machinable, and if you do that, there's a 30-cent upcharge. However, number 10 envelopes, you can start to put cards side by side, and you don't have to ship them as non-machinable. So you actually end up saving a lot of money in the long run. And it's taken me a long time to actually make this switch. I guess I thought that the 6 3/4 inch envelopes were the best way to ship. They're not. I'm completely okay saying that, and I'm a little bummed out that I didn't do it sooner, because now it lowers the threshold of the price of a card, a price that a card has to be for you to actually profit. Because before, you've got a 78-cent shipping charge plus your materials. So a lot of times, if I'm selling a card that's 20 to 30 cents, I'm losing pennies at that point, but I'm still losing money. And being able to save an extra 30 cents over the long run in over hundreds and hundreds of orders makes a huge difference. I'm surprised there hasn't been a single Youthful Valkyrie yet. Usually there's at least one per box. But I've gotten some with multiples before. Man, we got three rare. Tibble Trickery, Varigoth, and Turgid. Got a fright. So Turgid, I believe, is one of the more pricey rares, even though after Goldspan and after Vorniclex, the value really tapers off quite hard. But you still have some in there. Pyre of Heroes is pretty decent. Here recently, I've actually been selling a lot of the art cards from this set, which is a little surprising. I guess what it probably is are people looking to complete their sets. I haven't really started to put together complete sets of the art cards, although I probably will in the future. I've just been mainly focusing on complete sets of the regular cards in the set. But I've only started with Gatecrash and Return to Ravnica so far. The price of binders is going to be the limiting factor, actually. You would think it'd be the boxes, but when it's $13 per set, you got to invest pretty heavily in binders. And that only includes sets with less than 360 cards. Some of the newer sets, of course, because of all the variants, will have a lot more than 360 cards, upwards of 500, 600, 700. So when you're going to buy your binders for them, you end up having to get, $20 binders instead of ones that are $12.99. And I've just been looking on Amazon to find whatever basically the cheapest binder is, because it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just has to protect the cards, have acid-free pages because you don't want your cards to deteriorate over time prematurely. And yeah, $13 a binder when you got, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets a year. That's a whole booster box. And I'd really rather buy another booster box than I would a binder, to be honest. But my goal is to eventually have a complete set of every set. At least all the regular cards. It doesn't have to be foil. Hammer Mage. So right now I'm just getting a lot of the duplicates. I've got most of these set cards that I've pulled already, except for the tech. And the set cards do sell. And I've talked about it before. A lot of times it's the only way to affordably get a near mint or mint version of an older card. And granted, they're not foil, but they don't have to be. And I'm fairly certain that the set versions of a lot of the cards are more rare than the non-set versions. So we've got a foil stamped art card there. It's our third. And still no youth. Oh, there we go. Youthful Valkyrie, $13. Okay, I'm sorry. So I thought before it was Stalwart Valkyrie. It's Starnheim Aspirant and Youthful Valkyrie. It seems like 9 times out of 10, these two cards are together. Number 382 and number 380. Starnheim Aspirant was a little more on the pricey side, I think, for a bit. But it seems like it's tapered off. And it's really just Youthful Valkyrie at this point. So we got our one for the box. There is no foil version that I'm aware of. And this is the only version that you can get. So that's partly to blame for it being, in the $13 range. Plus, it's just a really good card. Hey, we got our first extended art pathway. It's Hingegate. I believe that is still the most expensive pathway in this set at about $15, I believe. So we'll take that. We're definitely closing in on that $100 mark. And I'm not opening these with the plan to, strike it rich and make a ton of money. I'm basically building up my inventory for when this goes out of print. Graven Lore, if it isn't already out of print. That's interesting. We got a Portal, Wrath of God. I actually didn't know that was in the list, and I'm not sure the value. I would have to say this is probably in the $5 range. Wrath of God has been reprinted in a lot of different, kind of versions, and it's, dropped in price over time. But that's neat having a Portal version of it. I almost forgot that Portal had Wrath of God. All right, so we got Immerston Predator, Battle for Guard, Surtland Flinger, and Skimvar Avenger. So there we go. That was a 4 rare pack. It's very uncommon to get a 4 rare pack. Like, you got to be pretty dang lucky to actually get that. There's Stalwart, but no Youthful. It's okay. Finn the Fangbearer, he's been selling pretty good lately. And we got a Fractured Power Stone. Fractured Power Stone, I believe, is $2 to $3. It's not too bad. It's a decent hit. Let's see. We need another Youthful Valkyrie. We got Reflections. Jorn. Okay. Frisia and Mistwalker. Down to like 4 packs left. Again, if I sound a little tired, it's because it is late. Hey, there's a Vorinclex art card. Pretty good. Yeah, it is late, and I've been up, all day, after my day job, and yada, 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 get home. Pack orders. I still have, probably 1,000 cards from the AFR and Midnight Hunt set to sort. So I'll get to that probably this weekend when I just have, some extra free time. Right now, a lot of, for the reimbursement invoices, a lot of commons and uncommons have been selling, because that's a large portion of what I'm down to. So I've got right now like 500 or 600 that are going to be on the next reimbursement invoice. And it's only a value of like $150. And I think that's absolutely fantastic, because in the bulk game, you need to be buying correctly. And if you're buying the cards in bulk from, players and whatever, and you're getting them for a price of a half a penny a piece, $5 to $7 per 1,000, to be able to make 140, 150, 160 bucks off of 500, cards that you have a cost of what, $2.50? That's absolutely fantastic. And it makes it so, even counting your labor, you're still making a decent amount of money. And we actually had this discussion on Reddit today, because someone posted that if you are selling a card and you sell a 2-cent card, how do you make any money? And the real answer is you don't. You don't always make money when you sell a 2-cent card and you got to ship it out yourself. However, when you're filling your reimbursement invoice and you've got 500 2-cent cards that you paid a half a cent for, that's where it starts to make sense. We got an Unburial Rites from Innistrad. So this box, not too bad, not too crazy. I think it's probably a little bit short of the $100 value. We got some decent list cards here. I'm surprised. Only one Youthful Valkyrie, but it's about $13. And we did get a Goldspan Dragon, which that is my second Goldspan Dragon. So that's a good $25 to $28 there. And again, it is rising. As this set cycles out, if it hasn't already, I don't know when the exact dates are that they stop printing this stuff. But as the prices of these sealed products go up and they go out of print, stuff like this is going to rise in value. So it makes sense, I think, at this point, while the product is still cheap, $100 or less per box, go ahead and crack it. Build your inventory, because you're going to need it later on down the road. And especially until we get another set where we've got Snowlands, this is what we've got. Modern Horizons had them, I believe, and then we had them here in Kaldheim, but after that, we may not get them for quite a while, so snowlands tend to hold value as well. I'm just going to go ahead and crack this whole case here, video by video, and we'll talk about different things as we go. And hopefully I don't have to do it, at 11, 12, 1 a.m. So I can be a little more lively, Until then, I will catch you guys later.